So hello everyone once again and welcome back to my channel. My name is Chinyere of Gillette Style Black. So hello once again you guys. I'm so happy to be here and I hope you are too. You're all welcome once again to my channel this week. Welcome to the family. Bienvenue sur ma chaîne si c'est ta première fois. Tu es tous la bienvenue. Now today's video is going to be, I'm sure a lot of people don't want to hear it. But I think we've had too many, sad stories, and I call them pretty sad stories not to let this go. Now, I'm married, as many of you on this channel know. I'm married, and I just want to talk to us seriously. I think it's time for us to really get down. I want to talk to us seriously about the danger of this narrative of couple goals. Like it or not, it's a danger. Now, what prompted this video? I've actually done a video like this before, but I put it up on Facebook. That was a long time ago, and here I am. I'm going to be talking about it again. So I'm going to be talking about the danger of the term couple goals. I'm serious. I know a lot of people have come up and said we're not couple goals, we're not couple goals, we're not couple goals, but then I'm sorry, you're not couple goals, but then you're still doing things that everyone, it's not your fault. Hey, understand me, it's not your fault at all. But I think there is a danger to that term couple goals, and I will also say that there is also this danger of, well, everyone has their choices to make, when it comes to what they permit on their channels. If you want to show your family, you want to do the reality TV thing, the sky is big enough for every one of us. But please, you're married and you do channels and you put out couple stuff. Do not be upset. I'm just saying this because of the narrative, and because I personally have seen so much and so many bad crap happen to marriages, so that's why I'm talking about this. Now, why am I calling this a danger? The danger of couple goals. Just a couple of days ago, I don't follow them. I've watched their channel when I watched their channel when she was pregnant, the Jamie and Nikki. I watched their channel when she was pregnant and I lost interest. I hardly watch couple channels. Of course, I'm married myself. One would say, oh, you're married, why don't you? But there is something I learned a long time ago, and I'm going to tell you what it is. Now, a lot of people, I've also talked about something like this. I have a video on why every marriage counselor is not qualified. I'm going to put it here so maybe you can get an idea of, where I'm coming in with this story. Now, I had an incident actually happened to me, and there was this story, and I'm one person. I remember the day my husband and I got married. There was one promise we made to each other, and the promise we made to each other was that a third party would never, ever, ever, ever come in our marriage. Be it my mom, be it my father, be it my sister, my brother, whoever, nobody, none of them. That was the promise we made to each other. And I'm going to tell you guys, 10 years on, we kept that promise. Now, there was this incident, where like I said, one should be very, very careful. I also put up a video on Diana Akweme's narrative. My reply video on Diana Akweme's narrative. If you have, I'm going to put up the link also in this video so that you can watch it. On the narrative, it's time you guys begin to filter the things you listen to. And I have always been somebody who I question everything. I'm sorry. I question everything. And there was this day, this lady who calls herself a pastor comes and talks about how it should be in the marriage, how it should be in the home, how a husband should treat his wife, in a general sense, she made some good points. A husband shouldn't beat his wife, that kind of a thing. Now, where things began to get a little, tricky. Well, I won't say tricky because, like I said, she made very valid points. How a husband should be able to give his wife pocket change, no matter how small. Of course, that's true. How this would happen, how that will happen, and so many things. It's been years ago, this happened. So now I'm not saying she said anything wrong here, but then I recall just shortly after that marriage counseling, someone called me not so long ago, not so long after, and the person called me, another friend of mine who happened to also be married, another friend of mine, and she calls me and she says, did you hear all the things she said? I was like, yes, I heard everything. I started laughing because I knew she had her own animosity towards this person, so I wasn't going to help her feed into that animosity. I said, of course I heard. And she now said, so, she was asking me what I thought about it. I told her, I said, listen, what she said, they are valid. Okay? So when I said they are valid, I wasn't coming anymore. She said, but. I was like, listen, one thing people have failed to understand is that every marriage has their dynamics. What you did not start in the beginning in your marriage, and then you go in years later, okay? And when I mean years later, I'm not talking the first 5 years or 6 years where you guys have the time to adjust. I'm talking about years, as in what you did not start in the beginning will be very difficult to work out. Except if you have a husband or a wife who decides, there are people that are so open-minded, and there are others who are so stuck in their ways. They just because they believe this is what they are, this is what they believe, and no moving away from it. Now, like I said, everyone's dynamic of a marriage is different. Now, this lady goes on and she goes, and I said, listen, I know there were some things she said that were quite nerve-wracking, but I can't remember a lot of them because, like I said, I do me, and that's what I'm trying to, pass. That's the message I'm trying to pass across to all of our young brothers and sisters out there, all young couples out there, those of you who are about to get married or who are hoping to get married sometime in the future. Do your marriage for you. Do not do your marriage according to someone else. Do not be in your marriage according to another person's dynamics. Do your marriage for you. Now, another point I'm going to raise in this area is the fact that the couple goals syndrome, this couple goals thing, is a very dangerous narrative. For who? For the couples whom you guys have put on a pedestal. I was listening to somebody's video yesterday. I can't remember his name. I hope I'll be able to look for it and put his name in this video. And he said something that stuck with me. I was listening because he was eating. I was just watching the food and the way he was eating. He was eating. It was so lovely the way he ate. So I was just watching him eat, and while he was talking, I recall he said something, because I wasn't paying so much attention per se, because it was based on Jamie and Nikki as well. And then he said something. He said that the truth about it is that the couples who have issues are actually the ones who are on social media, and that the couples who don't have issues are actually the ones off of social media. I was like, okay, he may be right, he may be wrong, but it seems like, that's what's playing out. Now, at the end of the day, I say that you as a follower or a subscriber, following them, most of you write down, can you show us this? Can you show us that? Can you do this? Can you do that? Oh, I would love to see this. I would love to see that. Now, the people who are bringing out these videos for you, these couples who are bringing out these videos for you, are now acting according to your wishes, whether they are comfortable with them or not. Of course, somebody could say that, after all, they chose to put their life out there. Of course, that's true. It's valid. They chose to put their lives out there. So someone could argue and say, after all, they put their lives out there. Of course, it's true. But then a lot of us watch these people not understanding what they are going through as well. Okay. I also listened to Lily Mutams, and Lily Mutams said something also. She said she watched this couple, she watched it, and everything seemed so perfect. So perfect, and she said she stopped. Listen, when you want to pinch yourself out of a reality, you tell yourself the hard truths. And I remember I commented on that video and I said, you just summarize this whole video in one word. No marriage, listen, no couple is perfect. No one ever shows you what they are going through. You guys, if you understand some of the things that couples go through in their homes, okay, it's when you would be like, wow. Okay, now while they are going through all this, or while Jimmy and Nikki were, showing us what we wanted to see, we now get to find out, well, they have put out a statement that anything we're hearing is not true. Nobody knows what is. But then let me run with the story of the fact that she's going through postnatal depression. Remember, she had the first baby, all right? And then we all saw her have that baby. How they, moved from there, got into their new house, did this, did that, did that, did that. And for once, we never thought as the viewers, like I said, I never watched them longer than, I don't know. And I'm that kind of person. Nothing, no ill feeling towards them, nothing. But I get bored with stuff like that because I know that it's staged. It's what they want me to see. Now, all this while this was going on, remember, I'm now telling us to imagine Nikki. She has a baby. She's gone through all the, the first, she's there, the sleeping, the waking up, the baby fevers, the sickness, everything, the teething. We all watched them do this together. What we didn't see is how Nikki felt. We didn't see the withdrawal syndromes, after post-baby. Okay? She didn't talk. And you see, another thing is, sometimes what makes things real is the fact that we can talk about some of the things that you pass through. She didn't talk about the fact that she was going through postnatal depression. She didn't talk about the fact that she didn't say any. It was just easy breezy, let's go on, this, that, because they were trying to please you. The danger of the couple goals syndrome. Because you guys, as the viewers and the subscribers, unknown to you, you put them on the pedestal. And they need to live up to that pedestal for you. Now, not for themselves anymore, but for you. The danger of couple goals. The danger of couple goals, we saw Tiwa Savage's marriage crash before us. We saw the madness that took place. We saw a man who wanted to jump off the bridge and die. We saw so many things. We heard it. We heard her own side of the story. Before then, it was about posting of, and we always fail to ask. We always fail to consider these people behind the scenes. We fail to understand that they are also human beings, not because we see them on our screens, on YouTube, then we think or believe that things are perfect. No, hell no. It's far from perfect. Totally far from perfect. The struggles, the pain, the tears, we don't see all of that because they don't show that to us. The danger of the couple goals syndrome, the pressure, we put them we put pressure on ourselves. You're looking for couple goals. Listen, if you're looking for your couple goals, you shouldn't be looking at those who are, in front of you on the screens. What should be your couple goals? Should be your parents. I'm coming. I'm going to tell you why. I understand that many of us had relationships that were far from perfect in our homes with our parents, okay, in their marriages, but I'm going to explain what I mean when I say you should be looking at your parents. Your parents should be couple goals for you. The fox himself, Foxy, who normally is the comedian, he's an MC on Instagram. He actually made a statement about this one day, and he said, why would I be doing couple goals when I've got my parents here who have been married for, he said, how many, he said number of years they've been married. And it made a lot of sense. Your mom and your dad should be couple goals. Now, most of you will say, why would it be after, but my parents, yeah, there are some people that would say, okay, my mom is dead or my dad is dead. It's understandable, I get that. But why should they be couple goals for you? Let me explain. When Toke Makinwa's marriage ended, I got a lot of people who came out on YouTube then, and there was a lot of la 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 la, there were a lot of people. She didn't get a lot of support from women. I noticed that. But she also got a lot of support from women. I was one of the people that, was in support of her, because seeing another woman suffer is heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. But then somebody made a statement. I can't remember exactly whose channel it was, and I just made past the comment. And she said, how is it possible that she would expect all of this when she's never been married before? That is what your parents being couple goals for you. So Toke Makinwa lost her parents when she was pretty young, but she also knew love from her parents. She made a statement concerning that. She knew love from her parents. She knew, that her parents were loving. They gave them what they could afford or what they could get at the time. Okay? So she had an idea that she knew that there were certain things that were wrong in her marriage that were not supposed to be happening. Okay? Now, let me break it down again. Say you come from an abusive home. Okay? Mom, or dad, you grew up in a home where mom and dad were always at each other's throats. Okay? Now, as a child growing up, you know that this is not right. You know that it's not supposed to be. Okay? But remember that we also tend to pick, most of this negativity tends to, rub on the kids. As much as it rubs off on you, you always come out telling yourself, I will never do this in my home. I will never do this. I will not permit this. I will not. Why were you able to do that? Why are you able to tell yourself, I won't permit this? No, this will not. Oh, no. By the time I get to, if I'm getting married tomorrow, my husband and I have to be able to talk things out. We cannot quarrel in front of the children. That. Why do you know all these things? You know all these things because in your own life as a child, being a witness to all those things made you understand the things and things that should and shouldn't happen in a marriage. So your consciousness of what should and what shouldn't be has come into play automatically. And then it also helps you mature into knowing what you're looking for. And the moment you do not find that thing you're looking for in any partner, you walk away. Because you tell yourself, I'm not going to go through what my mom and dad went through. I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that. So in every step of the way, your couple goals should be mom and dad. However you remember them, they are your couple goals, like it or not. It may not sound good to your ears, but it's the truth. I will not be couple goals to you when I am still struggling in my marriage. When I am not through with the marriage, I am still in the marriage. So I can't be couple goals to you. I can only tell you, if I have to give you any advice on certain things, one thing I've said and I've kept on saying, I've said it in my previous video and I'm going to put it again, I'm going to say it and I say it very boldly, quote me anywhere. Domestic violence, domestic abuse, walk out. Get the hell out of there. I am not telling you manage it. I did not say talk through it. But also, I'm repeating it here. Domestic abuse comes in different forms. We've got physical, we've got emotional. Every form of abuse. And every point in time you know that you can't take it, every point in time you know that this is what this person is doing to you, because you will just stay there and get frustrated. You will just die. You will die alive. Walk out. Go away. Get the hell out of there. It's not for you. Quote me anywhere. I cannot be couple goals to you because I am still sorting out my own issues. Okay? The fact that I put myself or my husband on in my video or in my even back by my husband is not even my husband he would just say please, you know. Have you ever thought of the fact that before they even film a video, before those of them who do the couple, who have couple channels, have you thought of the fact that before they started the video that they even quarreled? Are we doing this video today or not? What is even wrong with you? Please now, what is it? This is before the shooting the video. Okay? But you people did not see that. Are you mad? Are you crazy? What is wrong with you? You did not see that part. Have you thought of the fact that, you know, one of the parents probably had to get to work or had to get an appointment and the other one had to do something and it's not working at that moment? But they come in front of you and there is, hello, but meanwhile they are shooting daggers. I kukuma like myself because once I'm upset, I'm upset. No matter how much I want to smile, it cannot come out. Lie. I don't know of any video channel, a couple's video channel, that is going to show you how they fight while they are filming. Because if they did show you that, a lot of you are going to run away. Yes, a lot of you are not going to be there. They will say, is this how you people behave? As many of you who sit down in front of your screens to watch them, is the same number of people who are going to get the hell out of there. Unless you want to lie to yourself and say, oh, they are being real. They are being real. By the time because while they are being real, you think they are being real. This one will now come and put their own mouth inside. But this one should do it as I've done it this way now. Why did he do it that way? Who asked you? Did they invite you? Nobody asked you. But you forget that while you're putting in your 2 cents in, you are inadvertently causing problems. So why I'm saying couple goals is a dangerous narrative, I'm saying it for the couples, it's not for you, the viewers. Your own is to sit down and wash. That's your own. Your own is that every day that they are bringing out content for you to wash. Even if they are dying, even if there is rope on their neck, let's be washing. Many of you are not really concerned a lot about the state of mind of these couples. And that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. So, in a nutshell, so that for the video to finish up, in a nutshell, what am I saying? I'm just saying that we should be very mindful of this couple goals narrative. While you watch them, because like I said, I don't watch couple channels. While you watch them, endeavor, please, endeavor to always remember that first and foremost, they are people, they are human beings like you, and that many of the things that you see in there may not be real, may not be true. It could be that then just get one gel immediately before they just came there. Remember that, always put that at the back of your minds. Do not follow or have a relationship based on what these things are shown to you on social media. Social media cannot be a yardstick for a healthy relationship in a marriage. Or even a normal boyfriend, girlfriend. It cannot be a yardstick. I'm sorry, it's the truth. You guys put these people on a lot of pressure, and it has got to stop. You put them on a lot of pressure, and it has got to stop. I was listening to one girl's video, and she was talking about how Jamie and Nikki, she was just talking, I was just looking, I said, come, Jamie and Nikki, did they marry for you? That's the thing. Have you asked yourself, did they get married for you or for themselves? You have to think about that. You automatically just come out and you just start How? No, no. So I plead with you all, I plead with us, that at this time especially, let's pray for couples right now. Because I'm a Christian, first of all, and Catholic. And I am very, very, very sure that the devil has been attacking the marriage institution. And I pray, Lord, dear Lord, I'm going to finish this video with a prayer. I pray, Lord, that you strengthen marriages. Dear Father in heaven, I pray that you give them the grace, the wisdom, and the understanding to overcome anything and everything that comes their way. Father, Lord in heaven, I pray for Jamie, for Nikki, and so many other couples out there. I don't know who they are, they don't know who I am, but I pray for so many other couples out there who are going through one thing or the other, just that they are going through difficulties in their marriage and people don't see this. Lord, I ask you, Father, at this hour to give them the wisdom, give them the knowledge that they need to acquire and solve these issues, and do it judiciously, without harm to the kids, without harm to their families, without harm to their children. All this I ask and pray through Christ, my Lord. Amen. And so on this note, hey guys, thank you all so much for watching. So until our next video, thank you all so much for being here. Bye-bye.
When I'm down, she's right there to turn me around.